Hi everyone, this is Lee from Blastaway, live in Birkenhead. So this evening we've been cleaning all this canopy. So you've got some painted steelwork frames with a perspex sheeting, and then we've got a team over there cleaning the paving, steps, walls, and then we're going to be doing chewing gum removal. Thanks for joining, guys. Pull that hose away. This trailer system here, this is one of the false trailers, 300 bar. That trailer's feeding the lads in the cherry picker, and they're only running at about 200 bar for what they're doing. They're just washing all the plastic screens off, bits of moss and algae on the top of there. This team are running from a system on the van, again 200 bar. The only time we're going to really use 300 bar is when we're surface cleaning paving. So, for example, this stretch here has been done tonight, but we've not done the chewing gum on this yet. So, we've only surface cleaned it, rinsed it off. Still quite a lot of chewing gum left to do on this. So the main priority tonight, because some of these stores were open, the Bingo Hall, Wilkinson closed about 8 o'clock. The main priority was getting all the crap and grime off this paving tonight, and then we're going to come back another time and go through and spot all the chewing gum, take that bit of paint off there, for example. Yeah, sometimes we'll get the chewing gum on the same shift, but the way we wanted to work it tonight, because of, you know, like I say, the way it works with the shops and the Bingo Hall, we're going to do the chewing gum tomorrow night. And there's quite a bit of chewing gum on here. So what I'll do tomorrow night, I'll send 2 lads down tomorrow. They'll start at the bottom end and they'll work straight down to the other, you know, the opposite end, spotting each piece of chewing gum, 2 of them, 2 lances, and they'll probably do all this stretch in about 4 hours. I'll go up to this top end and show you what's not been done. Quite a lot of moss and grime in the joints of the paving. So lads are just above me there, just getting wet a little bit. when they get to the end of the canopy, what we'll do is we'll come on the underside, and there's little bits of dust and grime just on the underside there. Needs a quick rinse down. Things like this on the shutters, you know, we'll go through all that, wash all that down in the process. That's supposed to be my job, being a banksman, stroke cameraman, stroke the man who sits in the van. She didn't get wet, she's okay. Hold up! Go on, you alright, lads? I think the lads anyway. Some white rasters. Frankie! We're live on YouTube! Yeah, nice one, Frank. So in the basket there we've got Frank, he's from Northern Ireland, and we've got Brad. I'm not sure if the camera is picking up you know, the extent of the soiling on the canopy, but from what I can see here, there's a nice little film of green algae. This side of the building, not too bad for mothballs, but the other end, when we started, there were quite a few down there. The white beam metal framework there, arching over, bits of hard water stains on there, so you know, we treat that with a chemical, softens it up, wash it off. Sorry, I've only just seen your question there. The comments went off for some reason. The flow on the machines, because we've turned the pressure down, I mean usually they're 21 litres at full throttle. Because we've turned the flow down 200 bar, we're probably using about 15 litres a minute. You alright, Paul? Alright. Yeah. Good night, mate. The guy there who works in the bingo hall, they've just shut up now. Let's see what the turbo nozzle's doing. This one week there, yeah? There's quite a few weeds in the block paving there. And then obviously the reason why that's all growing down that edge is because nobody walks there. So someone was asking about the water source. So we'll go and show you that now. Running from an hydrant. So we've got a couple of hoses here 3/4 Tricaflex. That's running up to the van and the trailer system. And metered standpipe with the local water authority. So that'll feed the tanks on the machines, keep us going. When you get commercial premises like this, you know, it's very rare that you're going to have an outside tap. So I'll tell you a little bit of a story about this trailer. This is an old Faust T3H. Used to have a twin boiler set up in it. They got stripped out and we replaced both of them boilers, which were 15 litre coils each, equaling 30 in total. They both got stripped out, replaced with a Mazzoni boiler, a more up-to-date boiler. Bit, you know, better components on there, better technology, and that's a 30 litre as well. So the one boiler, less problems. We used to have 3 of these trailers. About a year ago we sold one, and we had a system built in the back of one of the vans instead. We've still got 2 of these, identical. Another system on that van there. I don't know why the comments keep going off for some reason, but I need to catch up with them. Yeah, one of the best things about the Mazzonis and some of the you know, the much newer technology type of boiler is a little component on there called a magic eye, which basically detects that the electrodes aren't burning. So, sorry, if the electrodes aren't sparking. So if the electrodes aren't sparking, generally on an older type of boiler, without that technology, your fuel pump will keep pumping fuel inside your boiler, which will end up filling up. So when you come to use your machine again, you know, a day or so later, you'll end up with a load of unburnt fuel. So you'll have a lot of black smoke. So what this does, if it detects that the electrodes don't spark, it's going to cut your fuel pump out as well. And all it is a little circuit board on the end of a wire that goes in the top of the boiler. One of the problems of doing canopies like this is you'll get to one end, then you'll have to move the cherry picker along, and then you'll start again, and then you'll end up blowing bits of moss and shite back over what you've cleaned, because of the way that they're arching and declining each side into each gutter. So I think what's best to be done with something like that, at the end we'll use the hydrant and we'll fire a load of water up there just to give it a good rinse off as we walk along. No, this one boiler is only supporting the 2 lads in the cherry picker. On the van there's another boiler. But what we can do you know, for example, if we was doing chewing gum removal, from that one trailer system there, we can, generally what we normally do is split off into 2 lances. So because it's 21 litres, the maximum flow on that pump, 2 lads, 2 lances, they're getting 10.5 litres of water each. But if we wanted to, we can put 3 lances on there and get 7 litres each. 7 litres is, you know, pretty suitable to do chewing gum removal. A little bit slower, but obviously that extra 3.5 litres going up to 10.5, you're going to work a lot faster, obviously. Well, obviously with chewing gum, it's obviously about the heat, and if you're running 21 litres for a 30 litre coil, you're getting nice and hot. Yeah, this is what we call a demarc. So it's short for demarcation. So probably another 120 square metres left there to do, and I'm not sure what time it is, but we'll have to see if we can get all that done tonight, because I think there's a curfew around here. A curfew on the noise, not actually being out on the streets, just a noise curfew. I've only just figured out how to read all the comments, just scrolling back to read, see if I've missed any. Yeah, I've got everything. I don't know where you're all from, but there's some foreign names on there. Do you want to tell me where you're all from? Anthony Kelpine, Jaspis, thanks for watching. I've got a bit of black smoke there on the boiler, it's just started. Sod's law. So something needs changing, fuel filter, check the nozzle, maybe change the electrodes. This cherry picker is off a friend of ours called Lee Kenny. He's also got a pressure washing business in Wigan. And I think he's got a YouTube channel as well, but I think he's only got a few videos on there. He does put a few things on Facebook, but we use this off him whenever we need to. We have got our own cherry picker, but it's been off the road for quite a few months with a few electrical problems. You might have seen it in some of the older videos, but we had a PTO problem which had to be fixed. Then we had a few problems with the circuit board. So we've had to send the circuit board away. Well, we've not, the guy who's fixing it, he's sent the circuit board away to Germany. So we've been missing our own cherry picker for quite a while now. We actually only had it 3 months from buying it last September, so a year ago. We had it for 3 months and then started having a few problems with it. Little Rock, Arkansas, nice one. Anthony, this dedicated chewing gum removal machine, does it look like a box with like a needle jet inside it, like a blue box with a bit of a red plastic panel on it? Is that what you mean? They've been out for quite a while, if that's what you mean. We've tried them in the past. They're crap. They're no good. Yeah, on some of the bigger jobs we do hire in, obviously you've seen some of the videos, we do hire in some of the larger articulated and telescopic cherry pickers that get dropped off. But when we've got small jobs like this, you know, we'll just bring the truck mount out. Plus, if anyone knows where Birkenhead is, it's on the other side of the river from Liverpool, and it's not the nicest of areas. So leaving a cherry picker around here is not a very good idea. I think we're going to wrap it up soon, lads. There's not much more to show you, to be honest. Bit of brickwork here Simon's doing. Do you want to do some more brickwork? Live on YouTube. Side. Just do some brick for the camera. Next way. Yeah. So you see there, very little coming off the face of the bricks. There's a little bit of organic soiling on there, but in my opinion, if that brickwork was to come up even better, it's going to need a hydrofluoric acid based chemical on it, and that's going to draw the carbon off the face of the bricks. That's basically a restoration clean then. So all we're down to do is jet wash, you know, pressure wash, taking all the loose organic soiling off the surfaces. If they want us to clean that brick even further, we would have to explain to them it's a restoration clean, we're going to need to use acid. And then obviously with the risk assessment method statement, we're going to have to do amend the COSH, because we've done COSH for the chemical on the canopy. We'll have to amend the COSH assessment and add that in. So then obviously it's more money, so we wouldn't be doing that tonight. So it looks like the lads are coming down here now so they can reposition the cherry picker probably another 2 times to get to the end. And this team's going to start on the Mosmatic here now. Give you a couple of minutes of this and then I'll sign off. This is just cold water, by the way. We're not wasting any heat on this. Can you tell the difference between 200 bar and 300 bar that you see in some of the other videos? And obviously cold water and hot water, there's a massive difference. Obviously some of you guys on here who do pressure washing, you know the difference between the speed, how fast you can work when you're using heat, cold water, and then obviously your pressure. Right, thanks for watching, guys. If you've not subscribed, please do so. We'll do a few more live videos in the future. We'll try and get some maybe this weekend, we're not too sure yet. But we've got quite a lot of work coming up. We're booked up for about 5 weeks. Just stay tuned and we'll try and do some more live videos.